Hey guys, Higgy Pop here in the comics room. Woo! It's a new year. It's a new year. We're hanging out. It's been a great 8 to 9 months since I met you guys, and it's been a blast. Woo! The best thing I ever did in my life, without a doubt. Starting this channel was great. Man, I got a lot of good stuff, made a lot of great friends. It's just brought joy, into my life. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm in the Hawk's Nest. We're gonna hang out. It's been a year. This past year was a whole bunch of firsts in my life. I had my first AOKs ever. My first comic book friends. I never had comic book friends. My first, I got to meet Rod and Shannon. Rod, I couldn't believe it. I got to go on Rod's show. Amazing, right? And what else? All sorts of stuff, man. I mean, it's just crazy. It was just a great year. Now this year coming up already, right off the get, I'm gonna be 50 years old, the big 5-0. I'm gonna be a grandfather. A lot of crazy things happening. A lot of crazy things, and we're gonna crush it this year, man. It's gonna be a blast. We had a lot of good times. We had a lot of visitors. Adam Strange, Conan, Sonia. I mean, all sorts of people. Ragman. I mean, I can't even remember. Tons of people. Tons of people. Super Pro. Remember that guy with the football helmet? That nut. A lot of people. Hawkman was here. Oh, my God. I got a lot of... It was just a blast, man. What a blast. So, anyways. I was talking to Beckerman. Me and Beckerman hooked up on Facebook now. Forget it, man. I mean, I'm just trying to help the guy out, you know? It's not that he sniffs glue, but I wish he would stop. I mean, it looks like he's a lot younger than me. And, you know, if he gets rid of that glue sniffing problem, not that he has one, he's got a nice long life to live, I'm telling you, you know? Anyways, great guy. He's got a lot of comic book knowledge, that Beckerman. You know that? Him and that cat of his, Cat Murdoch, fantastic. Anyways, I go into Second Alarm Comics, right? This is what I do. I go like this. I go in there like, I was like, Happy New Year, and a Happy New Year, right? And it was a good time. And so we were hanging out there. I was just hanging out, but I got everything. I got my weekly poll. Let's start with the weekly poll. Boing! Die! All right. Anyways, weekly poll. Where is it? I want my weekly poll. Where is it? All right, here it is. I see you. All right. Now. Okay, what did I get? Now, this seems like over a month ago, I went and got that Thanos issue number 1, but here's Thanos issue number 2. All right? And it's pretty cool. They got this guy, the team called the Illuminati, right? You got, Doctor Strange, Reed Richards, a whole bunch of people. And then now, because they're going against Thanos. Thanos just ripped a piece of California up, and he's trying to get this one single person, this chick. And he's going way out of his way for this girl, right? And so they actually call the Hulk in too. You know, Thanos is all powerful. So this is going on and on. Now it turns out, I think the girl is some sort of version of Death, Lady Death. I'm not sure. That's a guess. That's an educated guess. So this is Thanos issue number 2. I got that. I read that last night. I was at Mama Higgs last night. I'm going to be there again tonight. And it's going to be a busy weekend. We got a baby shower this weekend. All right? I got people coming in. It's going to be crazy. No time for the Hawk's Nest. Why? Anyways, Shazam issue number 7. I didn't read this yet, but look at Black Adam. He's mad. Yeah. So I'll read that tonight when I go back to Mama Higgs. And this is new. Yeah, this is new. Kneel Before Zod. Issue number 1. I didn't read this yet. Maybe when my daughter has the baby, I'll say, do you mind naming the baby Zod? And then when the baby's born, I'll tell the doctors, everyone here, nurses, kneel before Zod. Guys, thanks for joining me. This is great. We're going to have a great year, man. All right, and I read this. This is good. This is going really well. Issue number 3, Superman, The Metal Curtain, Superman 78. I drew Superman on the back with a Sharpie. And he's going against Metallo, a Russian version of Metallo, and he got his butt kicked, Superman. And the army or something picked him up. He was floating on an iceberg, saved his butt, and he met Lois's father. Sergeant Lane there. And let's see. Oh, okay. So now I get this stuff. I get this run. This is good because I am fully delved into West Coast Avengers Marvelville, and I think his name is John Walker, the U.S. agent. So I found this whole run there. This is U.S. Agent issue number 1 from Marvel Comics. This is 1 of 4 in his first limited series. Death looms on the road to redemption. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I dig this character. I read him in other things, and I was like, he's pretty interesting. And here's issue number 2. Inside Moves. He's fighting a car. Hopefully it's Japanese made, because he's in big trouble. All right. Issue number 3. No escape from his haunting past. No escape from bloodlines. He's going to get a beat down. Looks like he's crying. That's not a good look on him, but we'll see what happens. And issue number 4. He's in the sights. The manhunt ends on the field of angels. You're my angel. All right. What else did I pick up? Okay. I picked up West Coast Avengers issue number 35. I am really wrapping this up. Issue number 35. There's old Doom. Dr. Doom. All right. I didn't read that yet. The Man Who Would Be Doom. Ah. It's got me riveted. And what else we got here? I read this. Fantastic. West Coast Avengers annual number 1. Oh my God. Yes. And it says, he stands revealed, the traitor in our midst. It's Quicksilver. Don't mean to spoil it for you, but it's an old comic. And yeah, Quicksilver, he's all crying. He's all, you guys never loved me. So let me kill you. What a loser. Anyways, it's really, oh man, all the guys are in it. Everyone's here. Everybody. It was such a good read. Good stuff. Oh yeah, I loved it, man. They're hiding from the government. They're walking through the mountains, and they go into a cave, and then they split up. It's so good, man. Then Quicksilver's like, "It's me. I'm an idiot." And I was like, "Wow." I was like, but great read. I love it. West Coast Avengers. Thanks for turning me on to that stuff, Dominic. I mean, this year, I have to thank. I want to thank the Academy. I want to thank Shannon, because he's awesome. And I want to thank Rod, because he's awesome. I want to thank my buddy Felix. He's Felix! Yeah, he's Felix. I want to thank Ed, educated reader, Ed Andino, all right? He always gave me, he said to me, out of the goodness of his heart, sending me AOKs, just like Felix. And George Schneider, another AOK out of nowhere. Thank you, guys. Obviously, Rob Brown. Rob Brown sent me a whole bunch of stuff just like this. He's Brown, Robert Brown. He's the best dang artist in the whole dang town. Let's see. I mean, everyone, all you guys are fantastic. All you guys, thank you so much. And yeah, I got 480 subscribers. And I want to thank Second Alarm Comics down the street from my house. I mean, I fall off my front steps. I land in this guy's parking lot. It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. Jim from Second Alarm Comics, Mike, everyone down there. They're the best. They're the best. They're the best. And so anyways, I was down there. And I picked up, I love Space Ghost. So I picked up, this is a 6-issue series. And I have other issues down here in the Hawk's Nest. This is issue number 3. Space Ghost! And issue number 4 of 6. That's a cool one. The art is fantastic. I don't think I ever read any of these yet, but the art inside looks fantastic. It's Joe Kelly and Ariel Olivetti. You need to add a little olive oil in it. Olive oil. So, that's that. And I picked this up because I am on a huge Shroud kick. The Shroud. This is issue number 1. First issue special, number 1. At last, the Master of Darkness in his own limited series. Spider-Man, ally or enemy? Huh. So, I read this. It's pretty dang good. All right? And then I picked this up at Second Alarm Comics. This was trying to hide from me. This is Archie's series, The Shadow. Okay? Now this was a series back in it only lasted from 1964 to 65. Those were the days. It was 8 issues. All right? This is issue number 2. Okay? And the cover's by Paul Rainman. And the writer is Robert Bernstein, and the pens and inks inside are by John Rosenberg. Okay, and it's a great read. And it says, what is this? Will Shiwan Khan murderous master plan succeed? Watch for an H-bomb series of shockers in the absorbing book-length novel, The Triangle of Terror. All right, and there's a second story, Margot Lane's Honeymoon. You know, everything's done in that story by Robert Bernstein and John Rosenberger. And this Shadow right here is loosely based on the radio version of the Shadow. But this guy has blonde hair. They changed him up a little bit. And the later issues, I think after issue number 4 or something, are written by Jerry Siegel. You know, Superman fame. And yeah, man, it's cool stuff. It's a classic. 12 center. I love Archie series comics. This is when they got into the hero-based stuff. And oh, this was cool. This is cool. I picked this up. Actually, no. I read this the other night. This shouldn't be in here. I didn't get this at Second Alarm Comics. Here you go. This is Adventure Comics issue number 314. This was in one of those hauls I got. But I want to show it to you anyways. This was a good read. So because it says featuring Superboy, Mon-El, Ultra Boy, Lightning Lad, Sunboy, Saturn Girl, and other members of the Legion of Superheroes. It says, Superboy, heed my warning. I've assembled the 3 greatest villains of all time. Unless you disband the Legion of Superheroes at once, we will destroy all 18 members. And even Saturn Girl, she can't get any brain vibes coming from these 3 people. She's like, who are they? Who they are is it's Nero. This guy went in time, right? This is November of 63. This guy went back in time. He got Nero, he got Dillinger, and he got Hitler. The 3 evil minds. And what he did, so I'm like, who can these 3, who can these guys not defeat? I mean, Mon-El, Ultra Boy, and Superboy. What it is he's taking their brains, Hitler, Nero, and Dillinger, and they're putting their brains into Superboy and Ultra Boy and Mon-El. And that's the problem. It was a great read, great story. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's awesome. And it's all done by the writer Edmund Hamilton. All right, he's a classic writer, a big sci-fi writer. He invented the Time Trapper from the Legion of Superheroes, and he was in Weird Tales and like Amazing Tales, and he was part of like this 3-member Weird Tales team, like the 3 killer writers. It was like H.P. Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard. And Edmund Hamilton was part of that little ensemble. And he died a long time ago. He died in like 1977. But classic writer, classic story. I'm glad I could share it with you. I am. I really am. Yeah. That's Adventure Comics 314. Just a little story. And I picked this up from Second Alarm Comics. I already have this, it turns out. I collect all of these, because it's Joe Kubert art. It's a superhero book of goodies, all right? It's got game toys and everything like that. This is issue number 2. The cover's done by Joe Kubert, and a lot of the art inside is done by the students of the Joe Kubert School. And I took them all out. I wanted to see if I had this one. I do have this one. This is issue number 2. I grabbed a whole bunch. This is issue number... Doesn't say. Joe Kubert's on the cover. All in here is all catalogs full of toys, games, and comics. And a lot of art. Here's another one. This is issue number 3. I may have all of these now. I'm not sure. Maybe that's not why I'm not finding any new ones. And here's issue number 3 again. And here's issue number 1, Superheroes Catalog. I mean, we're combining DC heroes with Marvel heroes. They don't care, man. Everyone's together. Come together right now. And here's issue number 2 again. That's the one I got the other day. All right. Yeah. So it was past 8 months, 8 or 9 months. It was great. I remember the days when I had the hernia surgery. I was home for like a month and a half. I was doing a video a day. Issue number 1 is a different one. All right. Yeah, so I've been reading. Here's issue number... It doesn't say. This is a Christmas catalog. So I've been reading a lot of West Coast Avengers. Those guys crack me up, man. What a great team. But it's funny, man. Everyone that shows up, every hero that shows up, they try to get them to join. They want everyone to join. You want to join? Hawkeye's like, you want to join? He's asking the landscaper, hey, hi, pal, put down the weed whacker. Do you want to join? And so, I picked this one up here. All right? Okay, so, now, there is, this has been kicking around. This is a grade of, whoa, minus. And this is showcase issue number 33. This is the last showcase that Aquaman was featured on. As you can see, a lot of things going on here. This is all taped up, right? This is July of '61. Those were the days. Dick Dillon on the cover with Sheldon and Maldonado helping out. All right. Nick Cardiar inside. The writer is Jack Miller. And after this showcase, Aquaman stories pick up in Detective Comics a little bit and stuff like that. And yeah, cool stuff. And so I'm not. I put this down several times when I was at the Second Alarm Comics. And then the guy Mike, I put this on the counter, and he had a little pun. He had a nice little uncle joke. He says, "Oh, Aquaman, you're gonna take the plunge." The plunge, he said. I was like, good one. So yeah. Anyways, there you go. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm gonna be 50 years old next month. Look at me, man. Twisted Steel and comic appeal, baby. That's me, baby. And I picked this up. Superboy, issue number 188. Boom. All right. The cover is by Nick Cardy. It's a little rough. I give it a wow plus. And Super Savage, Master of Metropolis is the first story by Leo Dorfman. The art is by Bob Brown. He's Bob Brown. And yeah, the second story is Curse of the Blood Crystal by Cary Bates and Dave Cockrum. And Mordru is the evil wizard in there. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Issue number 188, Superboy. I didn't have that one, so I grabbed it. And let's see. What else did I have around here? What else? I had stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. So I picked this up. It turns out I already have this one. This is Action Comics issue 447. Yep, Giordano on the cover. And there's the second story is an Adam story. The girl with the 24 karat dreams. Good stuff. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong, man. And I picked this up. I didn't have this one. This is Brave and the Bold, issue number 130. 4 famous co-stars. Death at Rainbow's End. All right. You see, you got Green Arrow and Adam, Joker, Two-Face. That's Jim Aparo and Tatiana Wood on the cover. Tatiana Wood is, is Wally Wood's second wife. And the Adam story is done by Bob Haney and Jim Aparo also. That's Brave and the Bold. These are in rough shape, but you know what? Perfect for the Hawk's Nest. Perfect. And let's see. Yeah. I don't know, man. I like it. It's in rough shape, but that's what I like. It's a golden ager. And you know what? The condition it's in, it's not worth nothing. But it's a golden ager. Oh, I got to get my drawing pad. I'll be right back. I wanted to show you guys some art today. I'm going to torture you with my art. I'll be right back, all right? This is crap. Why does he buy this crap? I don't get this guy. This is not... I speculate this is worth crap. Says Nostradamus. Nostradamus, get out of here! Put that down, that's my book, man! What are you doing? Yeah, it's worth crap, I heard you. Give me that! It's mine. Take your organ with you. The guy hears the word golden age, he thinks he's gonna make money. Get out of here, you make me sick. Christ. What a nose on that guy. The guy could wake up and smell the coffee in Colombia with that beak. Alright, so I picked this up. Secret Origins, issue number 16, I think this one is. We got Our Man, Warlord, and The Amazing Man. Alright? And Steven DeStefano is on the cover. This series came out in like 86 and 87. This part of Secret Origins. And yeah. Dan Thomas does the Our Man story. That's Roy Thomas's wife. And I love all these characters. Indeed. I didn't have 16. This seals it up pretty good. I'm very happy. And I picked up, I don't know if I have these, but these were very cheap. So I picked up OMAC, One Man Army Corps, issue number 7. All right. I read all these stories. That's why I get confused. I have like I have a big omnibus of OMAC. So I picked this one up, issue number 7. Shannon? You know Shannon. He wears a skull cap to hide his mohawk underneath it. He thinks he is OMAC. Scary guy. And I picked up issue number 8. I definitely have this one. But hey, I got 2. Oh! All right. And then I found this gem. This is cool. This is Amazing Heroes, all right? But this is the 100th issue, and it's a special feature celebration of Jack the King Kirby, all right? And, I mean, it has everyone on there, even Captain Victory, all right? Darkseid, Captain America, everybody. Jack Kirby himself. I mean, and the stories in here are fantastic. The only problem is, guess who does the cover? Steve Rude. Remember we talked about Steve Rude? You know what I'm saying? I always said he's so egotistical, and he says he has bipolar disease, but he's just stupid. I told you, I mean, you could use his head as a wheel chuck. This guy, he's as dumb as a bag of hammers. You know, actually, and this is how he signs it. He does a cover celebrating Jack Kirby the King, and he just puts the dude on the cover. With the ego on this guy, you know? The ego on him. And, he's on an ego trip, this Steve Rude. You know what an ego trip is? It's a journey to nowhere. And that's where he is. All right? He's a great artist, so you got to give it to him. Steve Rude. You know, he's such a great artist. They dedicated a whole a statue monument to him. You know you've probably seen it. It's famous. It's the thinker, the guy that's sitting there like this thinking. That's a guy thinking, and he's thinking, why Steve Rude is so stupid. Yes, it's dedicated to Steve Rude. So anyways, this is awesome. I read this thing cover to back last night at Mama Higgs. All right? This came out in 86. All right? And it's an overview of this whole career. And even Captain Victory, like I said. And it's colored by Tim Luth. And they interview Jack. One of the interviews is great. They interview Jack and Roz, and that was a great interview. And they go over lots of his artistic stories. They would narrow one down. They did like Tales of Asgard. Man, what a great interview. Challenges of the Unknown, and they highlight 10 great stories. And Howlett interviews Kirby, and it's a great interview. And yeah, so it's just great stuff. There's quotes, people saying nice things about Kirby, all sorts of nice things being said. And Yeah, a lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff. Fing Fang Foom. There's Julius Schwartz saying a little something. Dennis O'Neil. Dennis O'Neil says, Jack Kirby started with a predestination sensibility, pushed it very far, maybe as far as it will go, and added intelligence. Do that and you always get capital A art. Muhammad Ali did it in boxing, Sterling Moss in motorsports, Charlie Chaplin in slapstick comedy. Like them, Jack changed the form he chose to work in forever, for the better, and doing that created its standards. That's what Dennis O'Neil said. Barry Windsor Smith. Barry Windsor says Jack Kirby is to comic book art what Pablo Picasso is to modern painting. One cannot seriously or properly approach the form without first acknowledging its master. That is Barry Windsor Smith. And Mike Royer, Dave Gibbons, Bill Mantlo, Stephen DeStefano, George Pratt. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful sketch of Jack. This is a great book. If you can find this, Jerry Ordway says a little something. J.M. DeMatteis, Don Heck, Al Gordon, Steve Grant, and Byrne. Steranko says a little something. Gil Kane. Gil Kane says, I think Jack Kirby is, without a question, the most important figure in comics in the 40 years since its inception. I don't think it's possible to work in comics without ultimately coming across Jack, coming into contact with his thinking, his enormous growth and influence on almost everybody. Jack was a miracle. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great stuff. Great stuff. And 10 great Kirby stories. It's just a great book, a great read. Just awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I'd say 95% of the book was Jack Kirby. The rest was upcoming stuff that they do in this book. And they have to do. And let me tell you, this year was great. One of my greatest memories was Shannon sending me this. That's right, All-Star Comics, issue number 58. Yes. Look at that Mike Grell art. I couldn't believe it when I opened this sucker up. I couldn't believe anything when they came in the mail by all you guys. You guys were fantastic. I'm blessed. And here's another showcase that goes along with my Aquaman 33. Here's Aquaman 31. This is in a lot better shape. All right. And these are just things I grabbed that were right behind me. They were right here. And I got a lot of memorable stuff this year, but here's a Superman, nice golden ager. It's a beauty. October of 61. Good old Kurt Swan classic. Little mixy action. Here's an Action Comics, issue number 258. He's throwing Supergirl. Here's an Adventure Comics, issue number 280. That's what his girlfriend, that's a fish. Superboy with his fish girlfriend. I don't know. These are just stuff. These are just fun things that I like to get. And here's another Steve Ditko cover. I don't know. That was just behind me. Gratu. And these are. I remember getting this last week. That was in one of the halls. I was very happy to get that. Charlton. And I got this in a hall last week. Let's look at that stuff. I got to put this stuff away. Where's that? I got a box filled with the stuff. With the Mighty Comics. Let me get it over here. Yeah. All right. This was memorable. This was the Steranko. This was the first Steranko art in comic books. Spy-Man. That's right. He does the splash page. He does all the pencils on the splash page. Steranko. Nick Fury fame. And inside it's all George Tuska art. Neil Adams does a great ad in here for Goodyear Tire. This was a cool book, man. Spy Man. It's Harvey Comics. Spy Man issue number 1. I picked this up this year. Cool. Cool book. Cool book. Oh, yeah. I picked this up. B-Man. B-Man. That's another Harvey Comics. That was funny. B-Man's a funny dude. B-Man, he worked for NASA. He was a disgruntled NASA worker. All right. And they launch a rocket, and he causes it to crash. And then he goes to the crash site. He's going to steal stuff from it, and so he can make money. And he goes in there, and there's alien bees on there, and they attack him, and they almost kill him. But then NASA brings him back to health, and then he got superpowers from these space bees, and he becomes a hero. B-Man. All right. And, yeah. These are all my Mighty Comics. My Flyman. And this was issue number 27. I already have 27. But these are classic. These are classic books, man. These are classic books, right? Aren't these great? Aren't these great? I got the Black Hood, the Human Fly, the Shield. Great books. Great books. Flyman. That's issue number 28. Here's issue number 30. That's a beauty. What a cover. What a cover. I do not have... Let me show you the earliest one I have. The earliest one I have is, I believe, these right here. This is Flyman. This is a Golden Age Archie comic series. This is issue number 11. All right. You know, a two-headed dinosaur. What's better than a one-headed dinosaur? A two-headed dinosaur. And here's issue number 12. That's Naboo. Naboo meet Flyman. He's just called the Fly in these early comics. All right. I think I went over these one day. Here's issue number 14. This is the first appearance of Fly Girl. So that's that. That's that. Guys, I just wanted to check in. Where's my drawing pad? I can't believe Nostradamus, man. This guy, you think you're on his good side, right? You think things are going well. Let's see. I've been doing a lot of drawing. Here's a barbarian in a snowscape. All right. There's someone's skull in a helmet still, and there's two guys back there going, "Come on back, man! I promise we're not gonna kill you. I swear to God, bro." Here is. This is. I was gonna draw. I kind of abandoned this. I was gonna draw Vandal Savage fighting Wildcat, but I dropped it. I did not like how it was coming out. And then I was gonna draw the Hulk and Captain America, but then I dropped that too. I didn't like it. This is a guy. He interrupted a robbery in a stairwell, and he's using an axe to fight back against the robber. All right, he's using an axe, and the guy tried to rob his T-shirt. So he took his T-shirt, and now the guy with the axe is like, "Where's my T-shirt, bro?" All right. It can happen. I was going to draw an alien, a lizard type of alien, but then I abandoned that. Okay. What's this? Oh, there's something on back. On back of the page. I don't like to waste paper, so I drew something on back. This is there's a giant alien monster, and this guy is fighting him with a sword. You see there's some arrows sticking in the alien's head. He's like, "Ow." And then there's that guy. He's not doing well. But this guy's got his back. All right. And then I drew this. This is a guy walking on the ledge of a building, a skyscraper. There's a bird going, "Dude, you don't belong up here." All right. He's looking for a shirt also. And I was going to draw a sketch of Hawkman getting a new mace for Christmas. And then, let's see. This is a guy, one of Conan's buddies, on a horse. I have trouble drawing horses. All right. I know that. And here's a guy with a sword fighting a giant snake, or one of those monsters from Doom. Sandworm. And what else? What else? What else we got here? Oh, I drew Hawkeye with a Sharpie. I was going to draw Tigra, but I didn't like that one bit, so I abandoned that. And I drew... Okay. Here's a barbarian fighting other barbarians. I inked it a little bit. He's kicking ass. He's trying to stuff that guy's head into the middle of his chest. And these guys are like, let's go get him, boys! And this guy's facing the other way going, nah. And this is, I don't know what's going on here. This guy's blasting things with his hands. And there's some short Nazi looking guy. And, okay, all right. There's a barbarian with a werewolf sneaking up behind him. Alright. It can happen. And, oh, here's a ship captain. He's like this. Yes. He's like, Dickie Mo is out there. He's the great white whale, and we sail onward. Yes. All right. And what else? This guy, he's trying to escape. The Indians tied him up to a post, and he's got a little knife. You see the little knife? He's whittling away. He's trying to get out. And the Indians stole his shirt. All right. That's another thing, Nostradamus got me a nice new wife beater t-shirt for Christmas, and I thought everything was cool. But apparently not. I don't know. I was going to draw a barbarian here, but I didn't like how it's coming out. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a lot of action here. That's a guy. That's a flamethrower. Okay, he's angry, and there's a guy with a sword charging in behind him. They're going into battle. All right, and I put this one on Facebook. I don't know if you guys are on Facebook, but I drew Hawkman, Mr. Terrific, and Starman. I inked it. This is all freehand from my small brain. All right. I just wanted to draw Mr. Terrific, but then I'm like, how could you draw Mr. Terrific without some teammates? And what else? Which way are we going? Is it going this way? Let's see. Oh, I drew this. I forgot all about this one. This is Hawkman. All right. Soaring above the city landscape, Metropolis. All right. And there's Superman pulling up the rear. He's like, hey, bro, you forgot your wallet. And Hawkman's like, I don't carry a wallet. I was very happy how the wings came out. All right. So I am getting better. And this is two barbarians having a drink. He's like, hey, pour a drink, man. Let's talk about it. So you're saying your wife ran off with your buddy. All right. And, oh, look at this. I drew a Higgy Pop logo. What do you think? Higgy Pop Comics. All right. Oh, I drew an Indian. And, oh, I drew a picture of my dad. When my dad was alive, we used to raise beagles. And we used to have litters of puppies. And in my mind, I said, this is my dad with two puppies in his hand. That's what I drew. All right, that's Mr. Higgy Pop. We have the same birthday. And this is a guy, he just got done training abs. He just got done training his abs. All right. Nice little jacked arm there. The arm is jacked. All right. The shoulder, look at the shoulder. Very, very striated. And, oh, this is for Shannon. I drew a gorilla, a warrior. At the last minute, I said, let me draw a helmet on him. At first, he didn't have a helmet. But then I says, what's a gorilla without a helmet? And then, what did I draw? Oh, I had a blue Bic pen yesterday when I was at my mom's, and I drew this guy. He's just like, I don't know. He's got a diamond on his forehead, and these two guys are like, egad. And, Oh, I drew this guy. These guys are just hanging out. They both are going t-shirt shopping. They're going into the local store getting t-shirts. And I drew this morning after church. I didn't go to work today. I took my mom to church this morning, and then I was waiting for my brother to pick me up, and I drew this. This is like a wizard, and he's got a crystal ball right there, and yeah. And that's it, man. Listen, we're going to crush it this year. We're going to crush it, all right? All right. I don't know when I'm going to see you guys next, but tell your friends. This is where it's at. There's no need to fear. We're gonna crush it this year. The world may be falling apart. It's all good. We got comics to make us smart. Read your comics, they make you smart.